Hello, welcome to another episode of Top 4 Collectibles. Today we're going to go over my top 25 comic books in my collection. Let's get started. First book I pulled is Sergeant Fury and Howling Commandos #1. It's the first appearance of Sergeant Fury, 1963, and my CGC grade is a 5.5. The second book in my top 25 is Fantastic Four #5, the origin and first appearance of Dr. Doom. It's 1962, and I got a grade of a 4.5. The third book of my collection is the Fantastic Four #12, first appearance of the Hulk and the Fantastic Four. It's a 1963 book, and it's a CGC grade of 4.0. Book number 4 in my collection is Avengers #4, first Silver Age appearance of Captain America. It's a 1964 book with a CGC grade of 5.5. Book number 5 is Journey into Mystery 83, first appearance and origin of the Mighty Thor. 1962 when it first came out, and it has a CGC grade of 5.5, which is restored, but again, it's my copy and I'm happy with it. Book number 6 is Tales of Suspense 39, the origin and first appearance of Iron Man, Tony Stark. It was a 1963 book, CGC grade of 4.0. Gotta love this cover. Book number 7 is X-Men #1, first appearance of Professor X, Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Beast, Iceman, and Angel, and of course Magneto. This book came out in 1963 and is a CGC grade of 3.0. Book number 8 is The Avengers, origin and first appearance of the Avengers. Book came out in 1963 and has a CGC grade of 3.0. Number 9 is Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, origin and first appearance of the Daredevil and Matt Murdock. Book came out in 1964 and has a CGC grade of 4.5. Book number 10 is The Amazing Spider-Man #1, first appearance of J. Jonah Jameson and the Chameleon. Also a guest appearance by the Fantastic Four. This book came out in 1963 and it has a CGC grade of 4.5. Book number 11 is Silver Surfer #1, origin of the Silver Surfer. Came out in 1968 and has a CGC grade of 6.0. Book number 12 is Silver Surfer #4, guest appearance by the Mighty Thor. This book came out in 1969. It is the most iconic cover for Silver Surfer. CGC grade of a 6.5. Book number 13 is Iron Man #1. Came out in 1968. It's a CGC grade of a 5.5. Book number 14 is Incredible Hulk 102. Retells his origin story, and it's also the first book that has his own title. This book came out in 1968. It has a CGC grade of a 9.0. Book number 15 is Incredible Hulk 181. First full appearance of Wolverine. This book came out in 1974 and has a CGC grade of 7.0. Book number 16 is Incredible Hulk 340. Wolverine versus the Great Hulk. This book came out in 1988 and has a grade of a CGC grade of a 9.8. Book number 17 is The Savage She-Hulk, origin and first appearance of the She-Hulk and Jennifer Walters. This book came out in 1980 and has a CGC grade of a 9.8. Book number 18 is Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, origin and first appearance of Luke Cage. This book came out in 1972 and has a CGC grade of 7.0. Book number 20 is New Mutants 98. This is the first appearance of Deadpool, Wade Wilson. This book came out in 1991 and has a CGC grade of a 9.8. Book 21, Edge of the Spider-Verse #2, variant edition. This is the first appearance of Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy. The book came out in 2014 and has a CGC grade of a 9.8. Next book in my collection is number 22, Batman 608, second printing, cover by Jim Lee, beginning of the Hush series. This book came out in 2002 and has a CGC grade of a 9.8. Book number 23 is Batman 608 Retailer Incentive Edition. This book came out in 2002 and has a CGC grade of a 9.6. Book number 25 is Detective Comics 58. This is the first appearance of the Penguin. This book came out in 1941 and has a CGC grade of a 7.5 restored. And the last book, number 25, is Batman number 9. This book came out between February and March of 1992 and has a CGC grade of a 3.5. Thanks for taking the time to view my top 25 comic books. Next week, I'll probably show you another 25 more of my collection. But until then, I'll see you on the top floor.